Okay, take two. This is an introduction to my Sea King rebuild project. It seems like a lot of people are rebuilding these old outboards. So I recently got a boat, and I got a little trolling motor on it. I got lucky. I said, my father-in-law gave me this engine. I put it in the backyard. It sat for 2-3 years. And I said, this engine would be perfect on my little 14-footer. So I brought it inside. I started doing the research, going to YouTube, and everyone seems to have some sort of 60s, 50s Sea King, Montgomery Ward, Gale, Johnson, Everwood project, and they all help me because the tops is pretty much the same with the points and the coils, but nobody that I saw has a one-cylinder. Hey, everybody has 2 cylinders. So this is a 3 horsepower with 1 cylinder. It's a 62. I'll show you the tags in a little. And I'm redoing this video because I kept touching the microphone, so it was making a really bad muffled sound. So here's the tag on it. There you go. So Montgomery Ward here, that tells you it's a 62. I just thought it was interesting that it was a 3 horsepower with 1 cylinder. What also makes this engine unique, and nobody else shows you what to do, is my carburetor is a cork float carburetor. The website where you can buy 90% of all the accessories for this motor, the one I go to, which I think was Lang's Outboards, L-A-I-N-G-S, something like that, they don't even have the rebuild kit for this. So the only thing I could do was go online and find the one person who may have rebuilt this carburetor. So I got everything soaking and cleaned out 90% of it. It's hard to get the bowl clean. I got some parts soaking in some carburetor cleaner. That's the gas cap. But the motor's all there, and it ran before I brought it inside. So one of the main things, so I'm going to try to show 90% of what I'm doing here. I took it all apart. All the videos are the same with the points and the condensers, how to set all that. I actually had a pretty difficult time setting my points, but you go online, you'll find that. A bunch of guys are doing it. Very, very simple. I didn't have spark immediately, so I went, everybody says check the coils, which are usually cracked, and lo and behold, oh yeah. That was a long time gone. Very easy part to find. I ordered that up right away. A spark plug wire actually on the original was attached to it. Spark plug wire was attached there. So that broke off into pieces. The newer ones now have a separate boot. So this motor with the carburetor, which was interesting, doesn't have a high speed, doesn't have a low speed needle setting. It just has basically like a throttle screw, and you can keep it from stalling too low. And then the high speed, there's only one high speed jet soaking in there, is set by this knob here, which attaches right to, so you actually can make it lean more rich or more or less to get it to run the way you want it. And this is also how you prime it. It doesn't have a choke. You actually attach to the screw is a lever which pushes the float down, and it'll fill the float up with gas, flooding it out, hence choking it up. And that's how this engine starts. And just like the older ones, the gas tank is on the motor. And I got nervous because the first thing I did was I took the gas cap off. And I lost a lot of the threads on the gas cap. I mean, half of it. But luckily enough, inside here was viable. I had enough threads on the gas cap where it seats good. And then it also has an exhaust, little vent screw on the top, which I'll show you. All the other videos have the same little thing. This is broken. string that was the first thing I noticed. It spins, but I don't want to touch the mic again. It spins, but it just doesn't recoil. I'm hoping it's a spring mechanism underneath. So it spins, pulls out, just doesn't retract. So I'm hoping it's just a quick adjustment. If not, I'll have to look into getting a new one. On this motor also, that's different. Most of the impellers, these older Gales and everything, they would overheat because the impellers would break down, or the seals would run water get inside. I don't know if this one ever overheated or not, but usually the impellers on the inside of the shaft, or on the shaft, this one of course, and it would come apart here, and the impeller housing would be in here somewhere. This motor's got it on the prop shaft. Nobody shows how to take this apart, so hopefully I get lucky. These screws are super tight. I'll pop those off and check the seals and everything, and you'll get to see, hopefully on this motor, the impeller on this 3. It's got a stupid little metal thing with one little fin. The newer ones now are rubber, and they got like 5 or 6 fins on it. A lot more efficient. So this one seems to, I guess maybe the 1 cylinder with the float carb with the little impeller, maybe this was the cheapest base model they had. I couldn't tell you. So we're gonna have some fun with this, and I don't know really much about boat engines at all. I can work my way around a carburetor or two, but we'll see. I'm worried about that cork float more than anything. I gave it a quick coat of this. This is what they recommend online for these corks. Seal all, because the ethanol in today's gas will eat through shellac, which is what they used to do. 1 coat. I don't want to change the weight of it. That should do fine. The cork's actually in pretty good shape, so I didn't really want to touch it. If it doesn't work, then I know I might have a carburetor issue and go back. So it's in pieces right now, but when I start putting everything together, I'll try to explain what I'm doing. And online, I'm waiting for my new coil, my needle coil. I ordered a new, I think they call this a condenser. I figured what the hell, it was only like $5. I didn't buy new points because they're pretty clean. It's really clean up top here. And the points themselves are pretty shiny. I cleaned them up already. There's a video on how to clean up your points. Well, I did that. I don't foresee any problems with the spark, but that is gonna, we'll be able to tell it by that right away. Once my coil comes in, I'll hook it all up. We'll give her a spin and see if I get some spark out of the plug. As far as the shaft, I don't plan on taking any of this apart, even though it does spin kind of stiff. It's kind of stiff on the spinning action here, so it doesn't look like this comes apart too easily. But there may be a screw on the inside I can loosen up. Worst case scenario, I'll just hit it with some WD-40 and some grease and see if we can loosen that up a skosh. The inside. The gaskets are pretty good. Some spider action. Gaskets are pretty good for the carbs, so hopefully I don't need a rebuild kit. They look like they're intact, not broken. I don't think I'll have any seal issues. Advice, if you see something I'm doing wrong, by all means, hit me. This is a learning process for me. This is my first boat motor. I've never been next to a boat motor. So, this is the little looking around. It's pretty cool. I got him in. It's really cute. It's perfect for what I'm trying to do. I'm really just trying to lake fish and go camping with it. The Sea King 3. So you'll be there for the first pull. See if I can at least stand up to my mechanically inclined motor nature. Not a big body work person. I like engines. So wish me luck. Sea King 62. I did post a video on that. I had trouble getting this off, but there's a guy who just restores boat motor after boat motor after boat motor. He's the one who where I got the know-how to just basically pry that sucker off. So, Sea King 3. I'm sorry about the workbench. I'm not very organized. But you know how it comes out. Thanks for watching.